Good morning, y'all. Good morning, and welcome back to Alicia's Crafty Hoplop. It is Saturday, y'all. It is Saturday, and here in Brooklyn, it is a gorgeously sunny day. Super beautiful, even in the courtyard. You can see the sunshine. Your girl here hurt her back pretty badly yesterday, which is why I didn't come on in the evening. It's still super immobilizing. I took most of this morning just sitting up in a special chair with a pillow behind me to try to help it out. It's more that I hurt the shoulder, but it's connected to the back and it is excruciating. And even if I move this arm, it hurts on this side. So I did a number. But y'all know I have a girlfriend that lives in the building, and we met downstairs by the post boxes to have a little visit because we haven't seen each other this whole time. She's also an educator and, like me, is swamped. And her school took away Zoom this week. So now she has a completely different way of doing it. It's just been super stressful. So we had a chance to catch up. I also got some mail from the neighbor next door. So Tammy, green tea, you're going to be thrilled. Your package was there. So I have some missing mail. I'm going to make a list of who it belongs to so you all know what mail I now have. It's in the disinfecting bin because the nice neighbor brought it over. But again, I have to be super careful, y'all. It's supposed to sit there for at least 2 to 3 days before I touch it. So I've disinfected it. But I'm wondering if I put on gloves, if I can peek through and make a list later on today of who it came from, so y'all know what meal I have to open and what's arrived safely. Because I know several of you have written in and asked. You know, I'm only, because the mail has been the way it's been, I'm almost caught up on ATCs actually. So unless your package is in the pile that's in the disinfecting box, I'm actually caught up in terms of videos of ATCs. But I do have some Happy Meal packages and some other packages that have come. So I'll provide a list later on today to give some of you peace of mind now that I have some new mail. I'm not going to be doing a lot of cleaning or crafting today just because of my injury. So I'm going to do my planning. I did some of it yesterday, but clearly I was doing a little too much cleaning and your girl hurt herself. I was just speaking to my girlfriend about it here. She did the same thing. My neighbor came over last night to bring me a special soup that she made for me, shrimp soup. And because they think the doctor's orders are ridiculous, that, you know, I'm not going to eat well and I'm getting skinnier by the day and it worries them. So they're cooking for me anyway. And they tell me I have to decide what to do. But I did end up eating the soup, y'all. I did. Anyway, she took one look at the living room and just about freaked out and said, "Oh, Dios mío," literally out loud. And I was really embarrassed. But I explained to her, my girlfriend said she's doing the same thing. And she stupidly pulled out too much stuff. And now she's made a huge mess, and now she's got to deal with it, and I'm in the same boat. So I have crafting mess and reorg mess, and now I've injured myself and I can't put it back. So it's like the weekend of shame in our building. We youngins are making a mess of our apartments while all the grandmas are keeping everything spick and span and keeping us fed. I am going to go for a walk, though, because I'm hoping that my back will lighten up from the walk, that will help whatever I've done to it. Keep your fingers crossed. I will share this with you. It's not yet finished. So you're all going to recognize this. This was that amazing card that Sharing More, Miss Ebony, made for me that I loved. And I loved it so much. And I thought it was so artful that I decided that part of my little flat mail to Ebony is I wanted to take some of the amazing things she's gifted me that were very artful and make them into something. So I did originally use my Heidi Swap punch, but this is double layered up holographic paper. And I do have not chipboard, but thick backing in the middle, and it wouldn't punch through all the way. So I used it as a marker and then just made the holes old school style using Crafting with Lillers method. And as you can see, it worked. So I took Ebony's original card. I propped it up on backing to make it even thicker than it was. It was already thicked up nicely. Then I made a shaker out of it, a giant shaker. And I'll untie the bow. This is just for accent because Ebony likes green and I wanted to give it some interest. So I made a giant shaker out of it, as you can see, using all the colors in her amazing piece. I did pierce it with my Crocodile and I added 2 of those really adorable BB Craft pom-poms. This is not the project share for BB Craft. I'll be doing that hopefully if my back holds up. I'll be able to do that this weekend. But I just really cute. It just happened to match perfectly. On the back, I used one of those amazing My Mind's Eye journaling cards to make a pocket. And my information is attached to this bunny. Ebony has mine, but I liked how it also gave her bunny ears. I attached a little resin of green sunglasses. Green is Miss Ebony's favorite color, and I made her a butterfly in all the colors, like the mustard and the blue and the greens, so it would match. And the chipboard piece says, "Smiles are the soul's kisses." So I thought this was kind of a fun thing to do, which was to take some of Miss Ebony's very artful making and turn it into some things. So this is the Memdex, but there are a few other things I'll be sending her in her flat mail surprise, using some of the artful creations that she has sent me over time. So I can't do much, folks, because if I even bend over or I lean over to cut paper or to lay down, I'm in pretty much agony. So your girl's a little immobilized today. I did take all of yesterday evening off and rested my back, hoping that today it would be fine, and it's not. So I understand for an injury like this, I need a lot of muscle relaxants and rest, but unfortunately I don't have any muscle relaxants. I had a script for some, but quite frankly I didn't take them, and I kept them in Florida, so I don't have any here. But my girlfriend in the building tells me that urgent care has reopened, as long as you're not corona positive. Now, I don't know how they know the difference between someone who has a cold and someone who has corona. For instance, someone in our building has developed like a bronchial infection, but it's not corona. It's just a normal infection. So supposedly if I have to go to urgent care, I can, but my girlfriend suggests I only do so if absolutely necessary. So let's hope I manage this with more rest. I don't know what you're going to be up to today, but I hope it's something very fun. It is Easter and Passover weekend, so I'm hoping that you get a little crafting in, a little family time in, maybe a little Zooming time in, or FaceTime with friends and family. I'm going to be doing, again, lots of resting this back. I do get exhausted, even more exhausted by pain, so this pain on top of my everyday pain might be a bit much. So bear with me if you don't see me much in the next day, day and a half. It's just me trying to look after this so it goes away. All right, y'all. Happy Saturday to you. I'll be watching your videos while I'm R&Ring. Oh, yes, I will be. All right, I'll be back on later today at some point with a list of the mail and maybe some other things, but we'll see how my back holds up. Take real good care, y'all. Bye for now.